There's so many services online nowadays requiring you to register before use. Even though lots of them can use Google accounts to log in, if you have seen my video about the ads blocking, you may have decided not to help Google making money and switch to email password combination. Then you will probably find out you're running out of those combinations fast. Please don't use the same username and password across different websites because if one of your accounts got hacked, your other accounts can be compromised at the same time. In this video, I'll share 2 simple tools that anyone can set up easily and start generating unlimited email and password right away. And you don't have to memorize any additional information. The first one is called Email Alias service. You can use it to create a new email address as an alias and link it to your existing personal email. When people send an email to that address, their mail will be forwarded to your personal mailbox. And when you reply from your personal mailbox, the person on the other side will only see the alias you created. This is quite useful when you have your primary email linked to a bank account and don't want to share it to other people, but still want to use it to get your purchase receipts from shops like Best Buy or Amazon. I remember the salesperson in Best Buy was using a pen and paper to note down my email address along with the discount information and put it on the table where anyone can see during the holiday season. Thankfully, I already set up this made-up email address and he was professional enough not to write down my other information like name, phone number, and home address. The other benefit of the alias service is that if you're using your own name in your email address, which I know a lot of people do, and live in a country like Canada where people have way too much trust for strangers, that a lot of them use their own email address to transfer money when trading secondhand on Facebook Marketplace. I personally want to give away as little information as possible to a total stranger who I may never see again in my life. So linking an email alias to my money transfer function with my bank was a revolutionary discovery for me. And to those fellow Canadians, the auto deposit is working for me too. I also hate it when some of the shops I go to ask my email address when I check out at the counter. We both know that they want to send me junks to make me buy more stuff. So I created something like promotion box at duckduckgo, which tells them to their face that I have a spam mailbox just for them. That feels great. Finally, if you choose to use duckduckgo mail alias, not only is it free, it also has the ability to block trackers from those merchants. As I mentioned in the ad blocker video here, one of the ways ad companies and merchants track you and profile you online is by using HTTP cookie in your browser. The other way is email. Actually, it is way more reliable to track you from an email than using cookie because they can send a unique link to every email they have. By having this one-to-one mapping, you will take no time to figure out which email address is working for them. Combining with your name in the email address, it is way easier to target you as an individual. But if the mails are forwarded through DuckDuckGo, the trackers will be removed before you see the mails. You don't have to worry about those trackers anymore. Just don't click on the links inside. However, if you don't mind those trackers and like to see email promotions from time to time, you're free to choose another famous free email alias service called Simple Login, which can block spams. Now, let's talk about the main benefit these aliases bring. After you sign up with your personal email and choose an alias, these services can then generate unlimited random emails which can also link to your main address. This is suitable for register on any random websites you want to use. I have only used DuckDuckGo myself, and it is super simple to do so. After installing the extension for your browser, you can either click on this button and the random address will be copied to your clipboard to paste anywhere you want. Or there will be a button show up on all the email fields on the web content in your browser. You can then have the power to choose your main alias or a random one. This is also useful when your employer needs you to have a GitHub profile or a social network account to do your work, and you don't want to use your personal account for them to access. You can then simply set up a new account using the generated random email address with the same personal mailbox underneath. So even though you have two separate public accounts, they are both connected to your one and only email, which is much easier to manage things like receiving two-factor authentication code. Let me walk you through the sign-up process on DuckDuckGo Alias. It is so simple that it will take no time. All you need to do is to go to duckduckgo.com/email and follow the process. Enter your desired main alias and your personal email. They will send you a verification phrase to your mailbox. Type it in this box and done. You can then start giving out this alias to other people. If you don't want to use your browser extension to generate random emails, you can always come back to this page to do so. You can follow the similar verification process to log in if you don't see your alias on this page. Now, after solving the limited email issue, let's talk about password. As I mentioned above, it is really a bad practice to use the same password over and over. Even with different usernames, your password should still be different, because password is usually stored in hash value. Even though different websites may use different hash logic, but same password will always generate the same hash value with a specific hash logic. If a hacker gets your password hash, which has been cracked and made public in the hacking community from one website, then even if you're using a different email on another website, the hacker can log into your account by only knowing that email, which is much easier to get because those are usually stored in the database in clear text, or can be seen or get from websites like LinkedIn, where everyone is willing to share their email. This is where the password managers come in. I was using LastPass until it decided not to support multiple devices for free. That greedy corporation. Since then, I have migrated myself onto Bitwarden, an open source, free-to-use password manager which supports multiple devices. The migration process is quite simple. Export the CSV file from LastPass and import it to Bitwarden once you register. Then, all you need to do is memorize one email address and one master password. It is also recommended that you set up two-factor authentication just in case your master password is hacked or forgotten. Now you can generate unlimited random passwords for all the annoying websites that require you to have an account to use. Along with the random email alias, you will never need to worry about running out of combinations for life. Bitwarden can memorize all of them for you, identify which website or app you're using, and autofill the username password with one click. It works from browser plugins to iPhone and Android app with Face ID and fingerprint support. On top of that, Bitwarden can generate random usernames and emails for you. And for the advanced user, you can even put your email alias API inside. You will generate the random emails using those alias services like DuckDuckGo and Simple Login I mentioned above. Another side note for the two-factor authentication. It is always better not to use your personal phone number if there are other options, because there is another hacking technique called SIM swap. If someone takes control of your phone number, they can easily impersonate you by calling the customer service to change your password, or they can deliver pizza to you and swatting you. Authy, Google, and Microsoft Authenticator are all free to use, easy to set up as an alternative to your phone number. Don't hesitate to try them out. And that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.